So I was renting a lot of different villas during my trip in Bali last time, but I was most impressed by this villa by EVDIkimi in Ubud. The villa that I rented is called Putri Villa, and I found it on Booking, and I was just amazed about the service, the design of the villa, like everything. So I was really curious how it is to invest in villas like this in Ubud. So I contacted the company and asked them if I could come and ask some questions about how it is to invest. So I found it to be very interesting and I wanted to share it with you. So maybe you are interested in investing because I am for sure interested. So let's go. Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
I'm
welcome.
Denise.
Sima,
Nice
nice to
to
meet
meet
you.
you. So this is the office.
Yeah, we
Nice.
started being here for around like 1 month now, still moving, but
It's a really nice
yeah.
area. So I have some questions. I was very curious. We checked
Sure.
into the really nice villa and I really liked it. And I heard that it's possible to like invest
Yeah.
in villas here.
Yeah.
So first of all, Bali seems to be a really like popular location right now.
It's a very popular location among tourists, but as popular among tourists it's also popular among investors,
Yeah.
because this is two things that really connected to each other. We are targeting short-term tourists, so because Bali is so popular, it means like there's high demand for villas,
Yeah.
for rental properties.
Yeah.
So basically that's what we do.
Yeah, because Bali is a really nice place. Like, what is specific with Bali that makes it so good as a location?
Oh, I think there is a specific vibe and there's a specific thing about Bali that you cannot find anywhere. It's like the place where everything is concentrated. You
Yeah.
can find so many things here in
Yeah.
one small island, Like if you search for spirituality, you can find it here. If you search for a really beautiful nature, waterfalls, rice fields. It's very unique.
Yeah.
And you cannot find it in any other part of the world, I suppose, in such a huge concentration.
So I saw that like you have a lot of different villas. Like, what would be a reasonable, like, what is the prices of the villas? Is it?
Oh, it starts, we have a quite wide range of opportunities, because when we started the business, for us, we were very curious to find out which model of the property works the best. So we tried lots of them. We tried apartments, we tried the complex of apartments, we tried 1, 2, 3, 4 bedroom villas.
Yeah.
And it was, for us, it was also an analysis, a research. And after that, we just understood that each type of property has some specific things, that it's just apartments, it's better because you can go in on a lower price, but you still have the very good occupancy rates. Just the average daily rate, it's different when you compare to 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom villas,
Yeah.
So the prices on Bali, when you buy a property or when you rent a property, it's all based on the, let's say, bedrooms that you have, sleeping space. It's not square meters that you buy, or it's not square meters that you rent. Basically, people who come, tourists, they search for like 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, depending on the quantity of people they're coming with, right? So the same applies to the price market.
Yeah.
So right now we have apartments starting on pre-sale. If you go in on pre-sale price, sometimes we have these, pre-sale things, which is very beneficial for people who want to do flipping or who want fast cash out, or just basically it increases your ROI very fast when you go in on a lower price. So for pre-sale, we have apartments starting for $91,000, which is pretty good, I think, starting point for anyone who wants to make their first investment, maybe, but not sure and want to try the market. And then it goes up to, like, let's say for 4 bedroom villa we have right now, it's 450,000. And anything you can find in between, we have quite a wide range of prices.
So you're there both for the like little investors and the bigger investors, all depending.
Yeah, we are interested. We want to keep this boutiqueness of the company, We know our investors face by face. We are always in touch with them. We always keep a good relationships, and we want to know the pool investors we work with, So for now, I have investors who bought a property with us, apartments, distance. They have never been in Bali.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just distant, you know. We just talked in Zoom. We agreed. They sent the money. We prepared the documents, you know, power of attorney. They're in different parts of the world. Let's say for now, at the same complex, I have an investor from Hungary. I have an investor from Portugal, and they've never been here. And I'm in touch with them. I send them the status of the construction, what's going on. Once in 2 weeks, we send them the videos, the updates, so they feel, you know, like what's going on in their property.
So you literally don't even have to be here.
No, not at all.
So say, for example, that I would invest in a villa or an apartment or something. Like, how much could I earn from the investments? And like, what are the numbers there?
For us, we do work very closely. We do total turnkey project, right? So if we sell it to some investor, like someone came to work with us, it doesn't mean that that's it. We gave the property and that's done. We do everything. We do property management with our partners, and we commit to getting the highest possible occupancy rates, which means right now we don't have lower occupancy rates than 85%, but actually they are much higher. And because we know how to do that, you know, we know the market, we know how to work, we can guarantee the minimum income for 15% for the first year. We can guarantee this in contract.
So from what you have put into?
Yeah, from your investment. So like minimum 15% REI. If you invest, you can get like for the first year very easily. Why we decided to do that contract based? Specifically for the people who have never been here, they do feel it's a bit risky, you know, so we want to make them feel more comfortable, feel more sure in what they're doing and where their investment goes. So for us, it's important.
Because like, how is the process working if you don't stay on the island? You even say that some people haven't even been to the island. Like, how is the process of buying and investing in a villa or an apartment or something?
It's much easier than one could thought about, you know. Actually,
it sounds like it.
Yeah, it is, really, it is. You know, it's just as easy as you choose the villa or any property you like. When you decide that, okay, you made your mind, you want to go with this one, there's a binding agreement that we do. And after receiving a binding deposit, which might be around $5,000, depending on the property size, we send all the documents to the investor who is interested for that specific property. Because this is very important for anyone who wants to invest in Bali, with us or with like any other company, but very important to check the documents before. So we send all the certificates of ownership, the SLF certificates, which means that you can rent this property and have income from that, you know. Some other specific things like IMB certificates. I will not go too much into the names, you know, but we just send all the package for the investor so he can check it with his lawyers or himself. And if everything is okay, then we continue with the deposit. It's 30% deposit should be paid so we can start to prepare the documentation, transfer of leasehold. We have our own notaries, our own lawyer who do this for us for years. So it's very easy. And in case the investor is not on Bali and not planning to come to Bali, then we just prepare power of attorney, which is signed electronically, and then you scan the paper and send back to us, and that's enough actually. Then the power of attorney is sent to anyone who physically on Bali. Mostly the investor just send power of attorney on our general manager and he signs the documents, you know, so that's it. And in 2 working weeks, the documents are ready and we do contract sign off. And when we sign, the rest of the, you know, the 70% of the payment should be just transferred. And there's so many ways to transfer the money, like anything that's comfortable for investor. It might be just SWIFT transfer, it might be Wise transfer that we use, cryptocurrency. It's very popular right now. Yeah, we do with like it's very flexible right now.
Cool. So it sounds really interesting, but like I've been looking around a little bit and I see that there are a lot of different companies doing the same thing. Like, how would you say, without being biased, like how would you say that you are different from other real estate agencies that are doing the same thing?
Oh, you know, there is a specific things that we started this business making a lot of research before we even, like, you know, went onto these, but not just the specific research of the market, and we were trying to find the most beneficial business model. So there's lots of developers, as you said, that's true. But what makes us different is that, let's say, we as a company decided that we never built from scratch. It's not interesting, for us. Yeah, because when you do a construction from zero, it means you lose lots of time for preparing it's a bureaucracy, the documents, everything you need to prepare. 5-6 months you lost here.
Yeah.
You start the construction from zero, all this works with concrete and etc. It's just such a huge waste of time, to be honest, and waste of money. So we decided that we just go with renovation and redevelopment model, which means that around Ubud there's a huge amount of villas that after COVID, they just newly built, let's say 2-3 years, not more. They just couldn't cope with the COVID pandemic realities. And right now we can buy them with a very, very good price, which we just do. They think that they were here for 2-3 years. It's actually much more beneficial for us because they stayed the earthquake. We have a chance to check how they, what is their foundation, how it works. And then what we do, we totally demolish everything that's not constructional element. We just keep only constructional elements, and then we totally change the layout of the villa. Like from 1-bedroom villa, we make 3-bedroom villas. Like it's not tiny bedrooms or something. It's very, a very nice, everything in 3-bedroom villa made out of 1 bedroom. You see, like just right here, the price when you went in and what you had at the end and how you can sell it, it differs a lot. Like right here, you get like 40-50% back or even more. So, and in the development model, you are one step ahead by timing because we finish the separate standing villas in 4 months maximum, whereas construction from zero will take you 12 up to 24 months. For big complex projects that we do right now, we finish them 7 to 9 months, depending on the size. What else you have? You just step second, you're ahead. You spend less money on this construction, right? It's step 2. And then what's different for us is that we are located and we work only and only in Ubud. We don't go in any other area. Yeah, because we truly believe that Ubud is the best location for investment.
I can kind of agree there. I've been traveling around in Bali, and we kind of tend to come back to Ubud. Ubud is really nice.
And right now in Ubud, it's not such a huge amount of villas you can find that can give you what you need as a tourist. That it's functional, it's modern, but at the same time has some Balinese vibe. So we were one of the first companies who started doing it here, and the demand is just high, very high. And the land price in Ubud is still underestimated. Whereas when you go to the ocean side of the island, the prices are so artificially right now, it's crazy. But at the end, you will rent the same 3-bedroom villa here and there for plus minus the same price. Yeah.
So it's a good investor.
Yeah.
But how is it with the people that are investing in villas? Do they stay in the villas sometimes themselves, or do you have different, like some people stay there, some people just invest and rent out, or is it like a mix?
Yeah, it can be like a mix. It depends specifically on a person, let's say. Yeah. So you have a chance. If you have a villa, why wouldn't you stay there, right? If you come sometimes, you can stay there. It's quite normal. Although there are some seasons where we do not advise you to stay there, because
it's high demand on
peak season, high season, Also on Bali, there's no understanding as low season. Actually, it's 360 days, 360, nearly 65 days sunny. So it just might be much better season, let's say, and just a good season. So sometimes it's such a high demand that we would not advise you to stay in your villa, so you don't lower the popularity. But still, if the owner wants, he can do that for sure. Yeah.
So I actually saw that you had a really bigger villa than we are staying in that is for sale now. I don't know if you have time, but would it be possible to maybe take a look at that villa or something?
Yeah, I suppose. Why not? Let's do that.
That would be really nice to see different, because we have basically just seen the villa we are staying in, which is an amazing villa, but it would be nice to see something bigger.
Yeah, it's always nicer to see than to talk, I suppose. Let's go there.
Let's go there. Let's do that. So this is the 4-bedroom.
Yeah, this 4-bedroom.
And this one is for sale now.
Yeah, this for sale. Because the investors, they bought it on the pre-investment stage when we went together.
Yeah.
So they went with a really lower price, and now they resell it when it's finished. Let's check it out. Okay, so here is the 4-bedroom villa that we renovated out of 2-bedroom.
Wow.
We made now this 4-bedroom spacious huge villa,
Okay.
which is renting out for quite a nice price, I would say, and giving back a really good return on the investment.
But I really like, it looks so modern and nice. How much, like, because this one is for sale, like how much is the
This
price?
one is for sale right now. Yeah, it's on sale for 450,000 USD. It gives an income monthly, roughly like 6,000-7,000 USD to the investor who came with us in the very beginning. So right now he is getting his return on investment.
Yeah.
But he also goes for some of investors. They just get in a very early stage, and then they like to flip and then go in a different project. So let's say we have now bigger project with a new complex, and he want to get, let's say, 6-bedroom villa. So it's always like that. People start with 1-bedroom apartment, then they fast return their investment, they capitalize the equity, they cash out, go in a bigger property. That's how it works.
Thank you so much for taking the time and showing us and telling us everything about how this works. It was really interesting for me, but I think also for a lot of other people that want to invest, it's really good information.
Yeah, it's very nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I
so
hope
thank
you
so much.
enjoy staying in the villa.
Thank you. Yeah, I love the villa. The villa is amazing. I love the vibe of the villas, like the brightness and everything.
Yeah, as I mentioned before when we had the dialogue, behind the camera, as we try as much as possible to keep the local vibe, but keeping in mind that the tourists coming, they need comfort, they need functionality, but at the same time, we want them to remember that they're on Bali, with all this functionality, and then we try to use as much as possible, actually not as much as possible, we only use local products, furnishing, materials. We do believe that this is more sustainable, that the people, we come here, we do some business, and we want to give it back. So when we purchase local products, when we work with local craftsmen, all the decoration that you will find, it's handmade by the local people here on Bali.
That's
and
really
we
cool.
really believe it's a, really big win-win case. And that with renovation, we don't destroy the nature, we don't destroy the ecosystem of Bali. The renovation type of business just lets you get more return on your investment without making any harm to the nature.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go back and enjoy everything.